Hi everyone. This video is specifically for IELTS speaking. It's for those who are preparing or are about to give their IELTS exam. I'll try to be more concise in this video. This is a general introduction about IELTS speaking. In my further videos, I'll be more detailed about each of the parts that go in speaking. So first to speak about IELTS speaking. So IELTS speaking exam lasts for 15 minutes or maybe more than that, depending upon what conversation you have with the interviewer. It is a test that focuses on your ability, like how you can communicate your opinions, or how you can give the information on everyday topics, or what are your common experiences in life. This test will also focus on your ability, that how you can speak, how you can structure your speech, how you can use appropriate language for a spontaneously given topic, how you can organize your ideas in a well structured manner. So it's basically analyzing you on this areas. It's about fluency and how clear you are. It's not about how good you are talking English, but it is about how you can keep your ideas and thought in front of someone in a better way in English. Second is the grammar and the vocabulary. So you need to keep in mind and keep a check on your grammar, whether you're talking in past, present, or future tense. You also need to keep a thorough idea about your vocabulary. You don't repeat a word too much or number of times in your speech. It's okay to repeat some words, but like repeating one word multiple times says that you have a limited vocabulary knowledge. So you need to have a wide range of vocabulary words set aside when you speak. The flow, so flow basically how you speak, how you structure your sentence one after the other. Is there a flow? And spontaneous, because every section is not pre-decided. Some questions will be spontaneous to you and you need to give a spontaneous and a quick answer which is accurate. So the speaking is divided into three parts. So part one is very easy. Part one is basically on topics that you're always familiar with. It's about maybe your work experience, your studies, your family, how is your culture, or how the city that you're located in, or your interests or hobbies. Now, these questions can be followed by some sub questions like, if you talk about the city, so how are the people that are located in your city? What is the most exciting thing in your city to do? Or maybe what is the major occupation of people in your city? Or if you talk about studies, so if you're studying in a particular field, so why you're passionate about this particular field? What are your future goals for this particular field? So part one will be basic, a general introduction that warms you up for the further discussion. It's a basic general information that you know and you are aware about yourself, so you can practice this question in advance, like this part in advance, because you can prepare those answers to some questions that you want to speak, or if you want to answer in a particular way. But don't make it sound that you are like just memorizing things. Make it sound that okay, you are like willing to speak at the time whatever is asked. The second part basically focuses on, you'll be given a cue card. In that cue card you will get a topic. So in that topic you will have three or four prompt pointers. So if you're given a topic about the city that you want to visit, or a place that you want to visit, so there will be a pointer that where the place is located, what is good about it, or what excites you the most, whatever, three four pointers about it. So that will help you to build a speech. Now you will be given 1 minute to prepare a rough draft about points that you will be speaking about it. So after 1 minute, you'll be given a time of 1 to 2 minutes to speak on those topic, and your the interviewer will be timing your section. So keep a check on your time. The third part is basically a two-way discussion between two people. Like if you have given a topic about a city, you will be asked questions related to those, and you will also be asked some other questions, which is set of 5 to 6 questions that you need to answer. It will be very general and basic. It can be difficult at times, so be sure about what you're speaking in part 2, because that will affect your part 3, because some questions will be based on what you have spoken in part 2. Now it is very important for some people to get a good score in speaking, because not for everyone English is their first spoken language. So it becomes difficult for people to convey their ideas in English, even though if they are good in speaking English. So there are some things that I used to do, or I might suggest you to do. So first is practice. If you practice daily or during your exams on some topics, like a wide range of topics, you will be comfortable to speak in front of the examiner at the time of exam. If you practice on topics and you know how to build ideas within 1 minute, you will also have a better, if you will be in a better position during the exam on any topic given to you. It is not that every time you get a difficult topics, maybe you practice 100 topics and you get topic out of those that you have practiced. So it will be easy for you to practice a second time in front of the examiner. Second is time yourself. It is very important to time yourself, especially in the part two. So in part two, you can build your conversation into an introductory, main body, and conclusion. Now, if you don't time yourself, you have to leave your discussion or leave your speech incomplete, which appears to be not wrong, but not that good impression in front of an examiner. So if you time yourself, if you prepare yourself to speak 1 to 2 minutes, so you know when to end your conversation, because at the time of the exam you don't have a watch where you can see the time. It's the examiner that clocks you, like times you out. So if you practice this, so you know approximately, okay, this is the time I have to end, so you can give a concluding line and finish and give a complete speech in part 2. Leave your comfort zone is basically, some people only talk or only practice the easy topics. Like, even though some topics are very easy, like the person who I admire the most, you might not be able to speak at the time of exam. So it's not like you just have to talk about the easy topics or the hard topics. You need to practice the whole range of topics. Even if it is easy, you feel that you can speak about it, you might be not be able to speak at the time of exam because you're under pressure. So you also practice the most easiest topic that you feel that you can go and talk endlessly about it. Fourth one is record your sections. If you don't have anyone to practice with, you can record your own section. When you record your own sections, you will be able to identify your own mistakes, like where you can make fumble, where you pause, what are your vocabulary mistakes that you make. Okay, whether you have a continuous flow when you speak, do you fumble the most, you can then work on those areas in your next practice. If you don't record yourself, then you'll just keep on practicing and there will be no like conclusion to it. Watch reference videos. There are many resources that are available online on Google. You can just take random topics, or you can watch videos how people are answering those topics. You can get an idea about it. And the last one is, do not use complex words. Some people think that if you talk uh, like using heavy words, it'll make you like look good or give you good marks, but it is not the case. If you be simple, be sober, be concise, it's okay. Like, it's not like if you use heavy words you'll get extra marks. It is like you should be able to communicate, and he or she should be able to understand. Next is, this was a short video that I would like to give you. It was just an introduction. So I know that these things you guys must already be knowing, but at time of exam you'll be alone, sitting in an area waiting for your turn to come. So you might panic about what is the topic, how it will go. So just be prepared about some parts. Like, if you are prepared about part A, like there is a part 1, you can be prepared in advance, which will help you to be comfortable when you start a conversation with the examiner, and relax. There is nothing to panic. It's just that you are with a different person, a stranger who will just mark you, but the conversation is very simple and very basic. Always be willing and, be warm, be a person who the examiner is willing to talk, be open for a communication. Also remember that you'll be judged on the 4 areas, so focus on those areas, that you don't make mistake on those areas when you are in the exam section. Don't hesitate if you don't understand a question. You can also always make a polite request that you did not understand. Can you please repeat yourself? It will not cut your marks. If you answer to the question in a wrong way, it might cut your marks. So if you don't understand a question, if you don't understand what that person is saying, you can always ask him or her to repeat themselves. They will do it for you. It's okay. And the second last thing is, it's okay to make mistakes. We are humans, and it's okay if you fumble, if you forget something. But one thing I would suggest, if you forget something, don't make those mistakes continue. You can forget something. If you forget something, you just leave those lines, go to the next line, and continue to speak. It's just about flow and how you carry and complete yourself. It is not about, okay, you got stuck. If you get stuck, it's okay. Just forget the line, just go for the next line, and just complete your speech over there. In part two, it might happen with you because not everyone is aware, not everyone is comfortable on whatever topic that you will get. The last thing is, I said don't be creative, be as simple as you can. If you know better words, you can go for it. If you don't know, just don't go for it. If you still want to be creative, you can always structure a sentence well in advance. Select some words, learn some words in advance when you practice so that you're comfortable speaking those words and not that you're speaking for the first time. So this is basically a video. I have come to an end, and I would like to go in each part in detail. So I'll upload those videos as well. I hope this helps you and you like it makes you comfortable to speak during an exam. And all I want to say is, like, whoever is giving this exam after watching my video, all the best. Just don't panic, and it's okay. It's just an exam.